Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cap Comics Now. I am your host, Mike Cap, and today we have got Batman Gate over at Warner Brothers. Yes, that's right. Right now at Warner Brothers, we are being told that Michael Keaton, not Ben Affleck, will be taking over the DCEU as Batman. Now, this article comes out in a very suspicious time when just one day prior, as I posted on my social media, there was an article making its way around the internet that says that there is a DC Trinity film being planned depending on the success of Zack Snyder's Justice League. But let's break that down. This is something that we've all known. There are rumors have been flying around since Snyder's movie was announced that if it does well, it could lead to other projects. Ben Affleck's return, Henry Cavill's return, Justice Leagues 2 and 3, and Ben Affleck's possible Batman solo film or web series, whatever they decided to do. And it's funny the timing of this article that comes out just one day later and is meant to almost drown Snyder's Justice League fandom in like despair. But it was interesting because later on last night, and I believe it was early this morning, the guy who published the article originally went back on his not went back, but almost doubled down on his article, saying that his words were taken out of context with a fan, and that there was no ever mention of Michael Keaton taking over for good. So now it's almost like people are trying to play catch up. Like, oh no, we didn't really mean to say this. This was just our speculation. But again, the timing of this, there has always been an almost rebellion against Snyder's work within Warner Brothers. That was the whole big reason why he was fired with the Jeff Johns story. And Walter Hamada, the president of DC Films over at Warner Brothers, he was another player against Snyder's Justice League. And then his comments in the media just last week, saying that Snyder's story is a cul-de-sac. It's a road that leads nowhere. When we all know that's not true. We all know that at the end of Snyder's Justice League, it ends on a cliffhanger for a possible Justice League 2. I say this now, and I will say it till I'm blue in the face. Warner Brothers, DC, HBO Max, Warner Media, they're not going to invest $70 million on a one-and-done film. It's just not going to happen. We all know that. Now, look, I don't have any scoopers, insiders, any of that. I don't have. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about comics. So what I'm talking about now is just logic. I'm coming from a place of logic. What makes sense? It does not make sense for them to recast an older Batman with an even older Batman and then go from there. Now, I know the rumor is that they're talking about a Batman Beyond film, but they're not planning a real Batman Beyond film. They're planning a Batgirl Beyond film, where Michael Keaton is an older Bruce Wayne training a younger Barbara Gordon. Now, let me preface this by saying there is nothing wrong with a Batgirl film. Batgirl is a badass character. Barbara Gordon has a great origin story herself. Batman won't accept her into the Bat family, and she busts her ass to become accepted by him eventually. Then she gets crippled by the Joker in an attempt to make Commissioner Gordon go insane. However, the Joker doesn't even know that she's Batgirl. She just thinks it's Commissioner Gordon's daughter. And then she redeems herself by then becoming Oracle and says, listen, I'm not going to let the fact that I'm paralyzed stop me from fighting crime. And takes on the identity of Oracle, Batman's computer tech. And it's a great story, and you don't need to change it by making her fit into the Batman Beyond story when it is not even Barbara Gordon. It's Terry McGinnis. and it's set way in the future. So it just, none of this makes sense to me. Why would you? Now, if you want to do a one-off thing, like, hey, no problem, like, because DC's gonna expand into the multiverse. You want to do a one-off thing? That's great. But not if you're trying to do a cohesive story. It just doesn't make any sense. Now, back to the DC Trinity news. It makes sense. It makes logical sense that if the Snyder Cut does well, that HBO Max, Warner Media, whoever, AT&T, Warner Brothers, however, that's doubtful, would want to move forward with Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill. The three of them, as it was shown in BVS, they have chemistry. The chemistry works, and just you can tell just by watching all of them together fight Doomsday. It looked right, and in Snyder's cut of Justice League, we're gonna see more of that, more of them working together as the Trinity, and I just can't see Warner Brothers wanting to, or just, it just doesn't make sense that they would want to just erase all of that for a one and done. But we're gonna see. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comment section, what do you guys make of all this? I want to know your thoughts. Let's start a conversation. Do you want to see Michael Keaton return as Batman? Do you want to keep Ben Affleck as Batman? What do you want? What do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see Batgirl Beyond, or would you rather see the normal Batman Beyond? Do you want to see the DC Trinity film? Tell me what you guys are thinking. Let's have a conversation. As always, guys, if you like what I see, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, whatever. Do it all. I want to know you guys. Thank you for joining me on Cap Comics Now. I'll see you guys later.